Oh, howdy there, kids. I'm back home. So, if you're curious, what in the fuck happened over the last few days to drive me to feel the need to escape a hospital before they did far more damage and possibly fucking killed me? It's not a hyperbolic, that's not exaggeration. So, let me see. Let's see. What the fuck is today? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. Uh, oh, yeah, that's right. It's fucking Easter Sunday. I has risen. Whatever the fuck. Anyway, so a few days ago, I guess Tuesday night, I started kind of feeling more, just, kind of tired, lethargic, what have you, not very hungry. Which for me, and especially given the last year, you know, these first few months of this year, not terribly uncommon. It's been happening a lot. So I'm down and out like all day Friday and all day Thursday. And this was just kind of odd because I couldn't really think of much, if anything, that was like, well, what the hell would make me feel this crappy? I was doing just fine just the other day. What the hell? And it was around midnight or so, Thursday morning, so 12:15, 12:30 Thursday morning, I think it was, that I woke up. I had been asleep for a little bit, and I woke up the hunger pang. And so I went about doing what I knew to do to, fix a hunger pang, which is eat something, drink some water, fucking whatever. So none of that did anything. And it kept getting worse. The pain was right here, so here is chest bone. Right about here is where it splits, your rib cage. Rib cage. Right here. Right here is where it hurt. And it just kept getting more and more and more and more and more intense. I kept trying to go to sleep, and I would maybe for a little bit, but anywho, so I have passed 3 gallstones in the last year and a couple months, and they all kind of started that way. This was a little different. Each one of them was a little bit different. Like the way that they began, the way they started off wasn't exactly the same. So each one of them, I wasn't like, oh, that's a goddamn gallstone. I know it. All right. No, it was just like, fuck, this hurts. Anyways, so around 7 something in the morning, I'm like, okay, I need shit to do. Like, I have shit to do. I need to do shit. I have to be a functional human being. If not today, definitely tomorrow. So let's maybe go to the hospital and see what the fuck is going on. And so I called up the ambulance, and they got there, honestly, fucking really quick. Within half an hour, maybe less than that. I don't know. It was very, very, very quick. Especially for around here, it can take hours for anybody to give a shit enough to do anything. So anyway, that was 7:30, 8ish, I guess, in the morning on Thursday, and yeah, they opened the door and it was fucking cold outside, and that doesn't do much. That really hurts. So I say this because since the moment I left my door at around 8 o'clock, I had been freezing. Nothing in the hospital helped that much either. Now you're already hurting pretty intensely, and then you're freezing. Mm-hmm. While I was waiting for him, I packed some clothes and stuff I might need for the next day or two. And in the hospital, or sorry, in the ambulance, they're asking me where I want to go. Now, I have been to UNM a bunch of times over the last 5 years for a whole bunch of necessary reasons and regretted every time I went there. So this time I was like, no, I'm not, fuck you guys, I'm not going back. Presbyterian. Sound like another one. Loveless was another one. Those are like the three main. UNM, Presbyterian, and Loveless are the three main ones here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And so I was like, fuck it, let's go to Press. Try them out. From what I heard, they seem decent. Anyway, so I got to the hospital, get to the ER, get offloaded. I'm in the ER for what ends up being about, 11 or 12 hours, I think. Oh, God, this thing's giving me a fucking headache. Yeah, my eyes are still light sensitive a little bit. Anywho, so get to the ER, 5-6 hours later, they do, I think it was a CAT scan. Maybe it was MRI, one of those two. Another few hours later, they do an ultrasound. And each time you're put back into the ER, freezing balls, no place comfortable to sit or sleep or do anything. In fact, you're not allowed to fucking sleep anywhere. You can't lay down. So, let's see. Sometime, let's see, around hour 11, I think, I say, fuck this shit. I've been here for 11 hours. Whatever pain has been going on inside me has not entirely gone away, but largely diminished in the last hour or two. I think I'm good. Fuck these people. And so I go and, get me an Uber. And it's coming. And, right when I hit the send Uber button, 2 people come fucking running up, calling my name. Hey, Mr. Owens, we need you. We need you. Come back. Don't leave us yet. And the reason they say that I should not leave is because, the CT scan. I had a CT scan. They said that the CT scan showed that it looks like you've got a gallstone passing. I pretty much figured that already. And that it's lodged somewhere in the bile duct. And that this has created an inflammation and possibly an infection. And now, yes, you can leave now, but you'll just might be leaving with an infection. Sepsis, septicemia, which I've already had when I was 14. From Duke Medical Hospital. From a fucking surgery. From doctors. So I was like, fuck. Kind of weighing these things in my head. Well, god damn it. Yes, I feel better now. Probably could leave and be fine, but shit. If I leave and there's infection in me, then I'm going to be right back here again. Doing the same old shit, and I'm already at least in the fucking system, so. Alright, fine. God damn it. So I decided to stay. So, I'm in the ER for another hour or two, maybe. So 12 to 13, I guess, I don't know. When I finally get moved up to my room. That was nice. This is about 7 or 8 in the afternoon. Too late for any procedures to be done. So, and they want me to do an MRI the next morning, an MRCP, which is an MRI with, I don't know, like ultrasound contrast dye. I don't remember. Something slightly different than a regular MRI. And because this is digestive, you can't eat or drink anything. Nothing through your mouth. No water, no nothing. So, I haven't ate or drank anything at that point. And now I'm definitely put on the, yeah, you can't eat or drink anything until after this procedure tomorrow morning. God damn it. Alright, fine. They give me some, because I'm hurting. Oh yeah, I forgot. In the ambulance, they gave me some, God, what's that called? Fentanyl. Injection on some, medicated dose, whatever. And which was supposed to help the pain. And kinda did, I guess. Not really. But over the hours, I just felt fucking drained and tired and exhausted. And that's the thing, too. So when you're dealing with pain, and then on top of that, you're freezing balls, that takes energy, both of those. So that's double energy that you're needing to use to deal with fucking shit you shouldn't have to. And then the medication that they give you to help is not doing that at all. It's taking your energy away. So here I am many hours later, fucking worn out, drained. And I asked them for something to help me sleep, some pain, something. God damn it, something, anything. And so they give me something for sleep. Trimadol? Fucking who cares? Something or other. Something with a T. Try. Some or other. That kind of helps. But not really. But it does just drain my energy even more. So, here comes the next morning. Sorry. During that night, my eyes are developing light sensitivity. And I don't know if you've ever been in a hospital room at night. There's a fuckload of lights everywhere. And so each one of them is shining right into your fucking eyeball. And no, there's nothing they can do about any of it. Okay, you're sheathed and stuff. It doesn't matter who you ask, they can't help you. This has been this way the entire time. No matter who you ask for help. Oh, sorry, we can't help you. Call somebody else. Suck a dick. And so, yeah, my eyes are hurting. It's hard to see. The whole rest of my body's hurting. This feels good. This feels pretty much fine. The rest of me, not doing okay. And so we go in and do... Oh yeah, they switch up some shit the next morning. Like, we're going to do this. We're going to do this instead. Which I don't remember what the fuck that was. They send me off to another procedure, but they promise I can eat after that. Anyway, so I go do that. Come back. No, you can't eat because we're going to do the MRCP here shortly. Here soon. And by shortly and soon, they mean... Well, they don't mean anything because they don't really know when. But it ends up being about 5 or 6 hours later that I can't eat or drink. And I'm hurting all over. And they're giving me shit that really... There are 3 options for pain, or Tylenol, which doesn't do anything. Not all to me. Morphine. Oh, fuck you know. That stuff I deem to be an absolute horrendous atrocity to humanity back when I was 14 and had septicemia. Because it didn't do anything good. It did everything worse. It made everything worse. So fuck morphine. So I was like, no, don't give me that shit. And then oxycodone. So I was like, I don't know, maybe try that. And that kind of helped, but it didn't really do much. Like, it didn't stop anything, so it didn't actually It was pointless. But it didn't do nothing. So, either way, yeah, so I'm still hurting. Mildly less, but all over and in more places. I can't eat, I can't drink. They do have me on fluids, but the dry ass air is drying up my nose and my mouth. So my sinuses are getting clogged, and that is increasing my headache. So yeah, you see how this is all going? So, oh fuck. This is, I would say, Friday, yeah, Friday morning. Friday afternoon, Friday morning, whatever. Going on till the afternoon. So, Friday, my headache is getting worse. My eyes are more and more light sensitive. Nothing they're giving me is helping, like at all. In fact, everything is making kind of shit worse. And no matter who I talk to, nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's fighting me. They've been doing that since the ER. Oh, well, no. We're sorry you feel that way, Mr. Owens, but, you know, we're trying our best. No, the fuck you're not. You're not trying your best because you don't give a fuck, asshole. And you don't fucking listen. Yeah, so Friday afternoon, they do some other procedure. I don't remember what the fuck that was. These are all imaging procedures. Because, oh yeah, at some point, they tell me that, well, it looks like one of our imaging procedures may have found like a mass. And yeah, what the fuck do you mean by a mass? What do you mean by a mass? Like, gallstone? What the fuck? Oh, mass. Well, explain a mass. What the fuck are you talking about, assholes? A cancerous mass. What? Yeah, you might have a cancerous mass. I don't remember the thing. So, the procedure, the surgery that we told you was an emergency for you to have, because otherwise you might fucking die the next day, has already passed. And now they say, oh, you know, we might have found a mass. So, no, we're not going to do the procedure right now. We're going to take more imaging and check, make sure that, you know, we're getting ready. But yeah, I get that. That's fine. I get that. Fine, whatever. Okay, yeah, just because if it is a cancerous mass, there's extra things that we got to do that we might not be able to do that we might have to send you over to UM for. Oh yeah, this is getting even better. So, anyways, they go do some other imaging on me. And, bring me back to my room. And, yeah, I try to get some more, because they keep asking me, I'm still paid. You want something for your pain or something to sleep? Like, something to sleep. I don't really like pain meds. They don't really do much good to me. They tend to hurt. So, alright, here's some more of that tryptamine. Fuck it all. And again, this stuff kind of works, but not really. It just drains me of energy. So every time they look in, they see me laid the fuck down with covers over my eyes and like, oh, he's sleeping. No, I'm not. I'm aware of everything. I just can't fucking move. Anyway, so Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so these fucking awful demons. I'm angry at them at this point because none of them were being nice. No, there was one nurse that was in there during the day. She was a decent human being. She was good. And right now I'm blanking on her fucking name and I hate that. Naomi? No, not that, but something to the fact. Minnie? I don't know. Anyways. She was good. Nina. Yeah, I think it was Nina. She was a decent human being. She's the first one at that point. And the guy that I passed on my way into Subway just a few hours ago, he was the other decent human being. I forgot his name. He was a tech, which I barely saw. And then there was an actual doctor that was fucking decent. I saw him like 3 times. His name was Jason. Technically three people. One of them I dealt with the most. And she actually helped because she fucking listened. Listening. It's a huge part of a job. It's a huge part of being alive. If any of you have ever been alive and you've tried to talk to people and you're like, you're not fucking listening to me. Well, try that with somebody who has the power of your life and fucking death and well-being. Like a nurse or a fucking doctor. Those motherfuckers don't listen. That's why I call them murderous motherfuckers. Because they don't listen. That's exactly what injures and harms people. I have no idea how many people have been killed by doctors because they didn't fucking listen. Neither will anybody else. Because it's not recorded. Anyway, so Jason came in for a couple minutes. Doctor, he listened. He explained shit. He was cool. The other tech, I don't remember his name. I want to say he's like Gabriel or something. I don't know. He came in a few times. He was always nice. He tried. He cared. He listened. He was helpful. And of course, the nurse. She was there more often, you know, because she was a day nurse kind of thing. She was there for a few hours. She gave a shit. She tried. She cared. Nobody else did. Not those fucking demon little vampires at night either. And so at this point, I'm in pain all over, and it's not because of this body. It's because of everything that they've done to me. The entire environment. And so these people keep fighting back. So I'm like, no, fuck you people. I'm gonna fight back too. Fuck you. I'm not being nice anymore. I'm not saying please. I'm not saying thank you. Fucking do this. Listen, you can do this. And I'm calling on their bullshit. And at some point, they bring a security in. Security pops in. And apparently the reason's, well, I mean, we're secured. This is a private company. We can come in and check your shit at any time. I have a bottle of Excedrin. Excedrin, which is essentially acetylene and caffeine. It's the rare combo that actually help my invincible fucking headaches. And by headaches, I get headaches what the rest of you people call migraines. They last for hours and they're indestructible. I need to take 4 500 milligram acetaminophen with caffeine to hope anything happens. Because I can't take anything else that actually works. I can't take NSAIDs. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. Can't take those. Aspirin, naproxen, all that shit. Yeah, can't take that. Because it makes me bleed internally. So if I do, I'm shitting blood. Which I know how to take care of, but it's still a pain in the ass to deal with. Real quick on that, if you ever happen to find yourself shitting dark blood, that means it's coming from your upper GI. It's gone through the process, so it's dark, like old blood. If it's fresh and red, it's coming from your lower abdomen. That's not your stomach. If it's dark, sticky, tarry, that you're shitting out, that's dark old blood. That means it's coming from up here. You know what'll fucking kill that? Red pepper flakes. H. pylori is a bacteria, and unless there's some actual physical injury to your stomach that somehow cut the inside, like say a poorly done biopsy, which has been done to me a few times, that will stop it. It will stop the blood. It will stop the bleeding. And within half an hour, well, about a tablespoon, mix it with honey, just because it helps go down easier. 1 tablespoon of that, wait 15 to 20 minutes, take another one. Within half an hour to 45 minutes, you are feeling better. The color to your skin is back, and your energy level is back. I've done this a few times while at work, because I worked in a restaurant. You can't stop. And thankfully, a lot of the places I worked at had at least some red pepper flakes, if not some honey as well. So I've done this to me many times, since 2009? Yeah. 2008, late 2008, early 2009, something like that. At least a dozen times. And so, this works. Fuck their medication. This is also, if you have an ulcer at all, take this. Reason being, H. pylori is a bacteria. Bacteria gets killed by heat. Red pepper flakes, the capsaicin that's in them, is imagine firebombing a city like we have done Tokyo or Japan or Berlin or anywhere in World War II, or chemical warfare. Chemical warfare, firebombing a city. That's what you're doing to those little fuckers inside your stomach. So, anywho's. So, this is why I have a bottle of Excedrin in the side pouch of my book bag. It's not covered, it's not hidden. It's been seen by multiple people for the past 2 days that I was there. And at some point, some security guard and a whole bunch of people come in, and he starts going through all my shit. Is there anything I'm supposed to find in here? I'm like, no, motherfucker, it's mine. Get the fuck out. Oh, they start shaking it. What's this? It's Excedrin, you dipshit. What the fuck do you think it is? Read it. Anyways, so they take that away from me. They steal that because it's contraband, apparently. Later, I was told that's bullshit as well. Also, the same thing as those two people at the ER who told me that they read the CT scan and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they were only nurses. They couldn't read that far. So what they told me was bullshit. They lied to me so that they could get me to stay in there. Which, by the way, is part of hospital policy. As long as you are on their grounds, you are their responsibility. If you leave and you cross their doors, but you're still on their property and, you fall down or whatever, you get injured, oops, well, it's their fault, not yours. And so it is in their best interest, and by that I mean their economic best interest, for you not to walk out their fucking doors. It's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with your health. They will tell you all that shit. It has nothing to do with that. It is entirely about them not getting sued. That's it. This is part of our healthcare system, kids. I've been through it countless times since I was a kid. I'm a fucking professional, essentially, at this point. So, these people go ahead and steal the only thing in there that kind of even helps with headaches. But I don't take it, even though I have a headache, because of all the other shit that they've got going through me. And I'm like, this isn't going to do any good. But it's in my bag. I'm like, yeah, we're going to take this. I'm like, what the fuck now? Anyways, so they do all that. And they leave with my medicine. And this is Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Friday night, Saturday morning. I don't know when, sometime. And they have, oh yeah, let's see, I think that day, sometime earlier Friday, they put me on heparin. So I have, or in theory, because they told me it disappeared sometime, I have a blood clot somewhere in here, the deep vein thrombosis thingy. So I'm on Eliquis, a blood thinner, for a couple months to hopefully tackle that. So I didn't have any of that. I didn't bring that with me. So they put me on heparin. And they put me on some other shit too. I don't remember what. But yeah, so... Ow. They put me on some more sleepy medication shit. It's like I said, the only 3 options they're giving me are not good. Anyway, so, let's see. Saturday, I'm fighting these evil fucking bastards. These fucking vampires that I keep telling them, my eyes are light sensitive, please don't turn on the lights. Oh, we can't do anything without a light. You have a flashlight on your phone. No, you don't have any flashlights. So again, they're still fucking bullshitting me. Lying ass fucking bastards. And yeah, they keep blowing on the bright ass lights to somebody who can't deal with fucking light. Which every time they do that, makes things worse. Anyway, so I get through Saturday night, and they were told they were going to do a procedure again Saturday morning, which that gets pushed off till Saturday fucking afternoon. Yeah, all of their plans, all of their whatever keeps getting bounced around and pushed around, and so the whole this is going to come here at this time, or here, that doesn't come. You can eat only, we're not going to eat for a couple hours, but after that you'll be fine, and then you can eat. Nope, that doesn't come either. So I'm going on pretty much since Wednesday at this point, Wednesday afternoon, that I haven't really had anything to eat. I had some water a little bit before the ambulances arrived Thursday morning around 7 something. But yeah, that's it. Dealing with dry air and awful fucking demon human beings. Don't listen and don't give a shit. So they take me down for a procedure, another CAT scan, but this one they're going to shoot some radioactive dye into me and watch how that dye moves around in my system to try and get a better idea of what the fuck is going on. I've been through this before for different reasons many years ago. So this is Saturday afternoon sometime, and I'm done with the CT scan, and then they just wheel me out of the room into a hallway next to a storage closet and just leave me there. It's not uncommon, but it just keeps going. People keep coming and passing by. They leave people there. People get picked up. I'm still there. And I've really got to go pee at this point, like really badly. And so, they drop off one person, and the transport guy, I'm like, dude, is anybody gonna come pick me up? I've been here for like 45 minutes already. What the hell? And I don't know, we're busy. So he leaves. Okay, fuck you. I'm doing this myself. So I get out of my bed, and I start pushing my bed back up through the hallways, up through the maze, back to my room. I'm on subfloor, whatever the fuck, I don't know. I gotta go up 3 floors to where I'm at, but I can't. I didn't realize this because my eyes were closed the whole time because I couldn't see, is that you can't go up straight to that. You have to go up because you're not in the same building. You're in the new building, or in the old building. You got to go to the new building. So in order to do that, you have to go up an extra floor and then go cross over and then go back down to your floor. So as I'm walking my hospital bed up through the maze of the hospital, 2 lonely ass nurses are sitting there going, can we help you, or what's going on? I'm like, yeah, how do I get over this room? Like, oh, you can't get it from here. You got to go up to the 4th floor, and then you got to go pass around, and then you got to go back to the room. So, thankfully, I guess, I don't even know, those 2 just decide to walk with me. One takes one end of the hospital bed, and the other just kind of walks behind, and they help guide me up through the elevators where I need to go and use their little special key codes and things so I can get through places. So I make it over, finally back to my room, and that's when so they are, oh my god, we got a person, they're calling ahead. They're all freaking the fuck out because they have a patient pushing his own bed back to his room because I keep telling them, well, nobody else gives a shit, and I'm doing the one thing that nobody else has been able to do here, which is take care of myself. So are you going to help me do that, or are you going to get the fuck out of my way? So they help me out, thankfully, and get me back to my room. And a whole crowd of people come in, like, ah. Some lady in fancy pants comes in, too. I assume she's like the head nurse or some bitch in charge who gives a shit. So, and, yeah, her and a whole bunch of nurses come in, and I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I don't give a shit, and I'm just, fuck you, I'm gonna have at it. Why? Well, we're sorry, we feel that way. You know what, this is not the way I feel, this is an environment. My body has felt fine since the other night in the ER. Everything else that's happened to me has been this environment and everything that you guys have put in me. None of you give a shit. No, I'm sorry, I feel that way. And at some point, I talked to this, you know what? I have been involved in many different hospitals in many different states in a few different countries. It's not just this own place. It's transportation. Don't blame it on the transportation. This is the system. This is human beings. People don't give a shit. You don't care that much. And then I use the analogy of, you ever been with a fucking boyfriend who, doesn't give a shit, and he's just treat you like crap and garbage for years and years and years, and you're just getting fucking sick and tired of it? And the lady goes, yeah, actually, yes, That's exactly where I'm at right now with hospitals. This isn't you, kid. This is the system. This is humans. And I'm fucking tired of it. I'm not having it anymore. You guys treat me like garbage. I'm gonna take care of myself. Fuck you. Okay, well, and that seemed to actually calm them down. And magically, so every time I've asked for a medication before then, it took them half hour, 45 minutes, or longer to go ahead and get it. During this point, I'm like, dude, could I get some water? Can I get some soup? Can I eat anything? Get some Jello, something. Within 10 minutes, 3 things of Jello are there. A thing of chicken broth and vegetable broth. And a nice pitcher of ice water. Right on my fucking table. Within 10 minutes. So, yeah. Apparently being a fucking asshole actually gets you things. This, by the way, is why there's so many fucking assholes. Is because when people do dickish shit, we behave and act. Whereas when people are nice and say please and thank you, like I was taught my entire fucking life, people ho-hum around and ignore the shit out of you. So, if you want people to learn not to be a fucking asshole, then maybe the next time they say please and thank you, you hop to it. And the next time they yell at you, you fucking walk away and ignore them. This is how we learn. We teach others how we want to be treated, consciously or not. This is why there's so many fucking assholes in this world. Fucked up thing is, historically speaking, we are way better than we ever have been. We're a much nicer group of shitheads than we've ever have been in the entire point. Yeah, so we're learning slowly. Anyways. Yeah, so apparently me just kind of being a dick, telling them, well, really, like what the fuck was going on? One, reached somebody on a real human level and kind of got a few of them to back the fuck off. Didn't make him treat me any better, but they just, okay, fine, I won't be such an asshole to you, I guess. So that was the 3rd day. Yeah, that was the 3rd day. And that was Saturday night. Saturday afternoon. I get some Jello and shit in me. Some mild Jello. Some fiercely mild Jello. And some mildly over-salted vegetable and chicken broth. And some ice water. Because that's how they cook in a hospital. Jello, make it bland. Vegetable broth, salt it the fuck up. Yeah, this is the kind of shit they give you in a place that's supposed to make you healthy and better. For decades, this is nothing new. This has been going on since the fucking 80s, as far as I know. So, Saturday night rolls around, and I'm dealing with this tramadol shit again. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I have a feeling this crap is making me more light sensitive, because it has been 3 solid days at this point where I am light sensitive, and that is unusual. For me to be light sensitive while I have a headache for 12 hours, 24 hours, that's understandable. That's not uncommon. For me to be light sensitive steady for 3 days, that's fucking unusual. And yeah, this was kind of going on in my head the night before. And it wasn't until, they gave me another thing. I was like, yep, this shit isn't working. And so I'm just, I'm not doing good. Getting worse and worse and worse. And the night nurse is overall decent, but you can tell does not listen to shit. The reason I say this, so I get up because I can't be in my room. I can't be, like, everything fucking hurts. I can't do this anymore. And so I get out and I go find the little chapel area, some dark ass room. And I'm there for a little bit, as long as I could, and it's fucking uncomfortable. I go out and there she is. And I tell her, like, hey, listen, I can't sleep, body, I hurt, I want something to sleep. And she goes, here are your options. Well, you have Tylenol, doesn't do shit for the pain, so this is stuff for the pain. Tylenol, doesn't do shit. Morphine, oh, that's gonna make it worse. Oxycodone, yeah, that kind of does something, but doesn't really, so it misses the entire point. For sleep, you have this tramadol, fucking whatever the crap, and you have Seroquel. Now, for me, anything ending in quill will put you to sleep. Yeah, probably. But before it does that, for me anyway, it'll make my skin and my muscles twitch. And I'm like, this fucking crackhead or tweaker for hours. So I'm like, no, I'm not, no, I don't want that, and that's awful. So I just want something to fucking, I just want something to help me sleep. Jesus Christ. So we're saying this as, kind of walking back to the room. She's like, all right, well, I'm going to go talk to the doctor and see what I can get. About an hour or so comes by. She comes back with Tramadol? Is that the name? Something like that. Something with D's. And I've heard of it, but I want some more clarification. Like, what the fuck is this? She's like, well, if morphine is a cheeseburger, this is like 10 cheeseburgers. And I'm like, that sounds awful. And then later, continue to elaborate, I've had digestive issues my entire life. Cheeseburgers will put me on the fucking floor. And now you're about to shove 10 of them down me? Yeah, no, that's terrible. She's like, well, do you want it or not? I'm like, well, apparently it's my only fucking option. She's like, well, at least we could say we tried. My response to that, yeah, but I get to pay for it for hours. So they inject me with the fucking Tramadol, whatever it's called. And within a few seconds, it feels like somebody is just sitting on my chest. Oh, that's not good. Thankfully, they only last 5 minutes. And yeah, it doesn't get any better from there. I spend the rest of the 12 hours feeling like shit. No energy. Again, still just fucking, like, I can't look at shit. I can't hear. When you have no energy and, it's too much for you to hear anything, too much for you to see anything, too much for you to speak or even taste, like, just everything is just, oh God, no, just too fucking much. That's what that was. So Sunday rolls around, and that nurse, Nina, I think, the awesome one that was my day nurse for twice, she's not there anymore. Some twat waffle named Ross and some other douchebag, I don't remember the fucking name, come in, and they are immediately just, they got a fucking attitude. Oh, how you doing? Fucking I feel awful. Why? Oh, sorry you feel that way. You're trying the best you can. No, you're not. None of you give a shit. And I can tell by the way you act and the way you talk. So they fight with me for a few hours. And, yeah. A doctor comes in and tells me, sometime later, and tells me, let's see, around noonish, I guess, and tells me, so I was like, all right, at this point in my head, I'm like, you know what, I am about to get the fuck out of here, I'm done, because at one point, the earliest point, Ross and the other lady come in, and I'm just like, fuck you guys, whatever. And on their way out, Ross goes like, you don't even have to be here. That's right, I fucking don't. Thank you for that, man. Little bits of information, very helpful. So, anywho's, dipshit and twat waffle leave the room, and about an hour later, some doctor comes in. Valdez, like the huge fucking oil spill she is, disaster, comes in and gives me more information, a little bit more clarity as to what, because they have done all these tests on me and have told me very little, except for we think, I don't know, and so what she tells me is, the blood clot that we saw in you, we're going to take you off the heparin because you don't need that. That thing's not there anymore. Really? Nice. Okie dokie. Fine. Go ahead and take me off that, please. We're going to take you off the antibiotics because there's no more infection in there. Really? Awesome. Fucking cool. Take me off that shit. We were not really sure if we're going to do the surgery because we don't see the gallstone there anymore. So, and we're not really too sure that's necessary, and that may not be today. That'll probably be tomorrow. If we do it anyway, it won't be till tomorrow. So, what she just told me was very important. One, my body already passed whatever the fuck it was days ago. While I was waiting there for the dick around, not doing shit, and freezing my ass off in the fucking ER. Everything else they've done to me has done nothing but harm and damage me. Do no harm, right? And, let's see. You probably don't have a deep vein thrombosis anymore. Your gallbladder and all that stuff does look funky, but I've already known about that for a while. That shit was scoped out and declared to me months ago. The last time I had a fucking gallstone back in November, October, because I had 2 of them interspersed between a week of my stomach being cut up by a biopsy done very, very poorly at UNM. And that day I was also in the ER essentially for 4 days. I was in the ER for over 24 hours, and then they finally got me back to, not my room, a bed, in the hallways, with lights on and everybody going on around you. So no quiet, no silence, no nothing, but you are being in a bed, being moved around hallways. So that's where I was for fucking 4 or 5 days last November. Yeah. Anyways, the anguish started in October. It took me 3 weeks to decide things had gone bad enough for me to get to a fucking hospital. Yeah, I will deal with the pain of a gallstone for 3 weeks before going to these fucking assholes. Except for this time I was like, oh, I have shit to do, god damn it. Alright, fine. So, anyways. I may not have severe blockage inside me. Hooray. My white blood cell count is all back to normal. I don't have an infection. There's no signs of any of that shit. So no more need for antibiotics. So at this point, it's just wait around for more scoping out, more procedures, more imaging, and then maybe a surgery tomorrow, which was a surgery to take out my gallstone, which was the emergency one that they told me they were going to do on Friday morning, which is why I should not leave the ER Thursday, because you got a fucking gallstone and you're going to take it out tomorrow, emergency procedure Friday morning. It's Sunday fucking afternoon, and maybe we'll get to it tomorrow. So yeah, after she tells me this, like I said, in my head already, I'm kind of like, well, I'm thinking of getting the fuck out of here now, but I want to wait till this fucker tells me some shit and see if that changes my mind at all. And thankfully, no, everything she told me was, nope, told me I'm clear to go. If I stay here any longer, you guys are just going to keep doing more and more damage to me. And if you do a surgery on me, oh, fuck. No. If I don't die from it, then it's going to severely fuck me up for years afterward. Much like the last surgery that happened to me in 1995 that saved my life, in theory. After a few months of very intensive procedures and imaging from Duke Medical Hospital, one of the best motherfuckers in the world. And then they said, oh, it'll be a 3-inch incision down here, and then it turned into a whole big fucking clusterfuck here. So they lied to me and did a whole thing and have fucked up my digestive system since. I mean, it was already kind of mildly jacked up, but it just got painful. From the minute you swallow to the minute shit it out. The whole fucking track down. I'm very familiar with it. I could draw you a fucking thing. I know it very well. I've heard recently that most of normal people with a normal digesting system, once they swallow it, they don't feel shit unless it's indigestion. Wow, you blind ass motherfuckers. You don't know what the fuck. You have no idea. Wow. Anyways. So, yeah. This doctor gave me the enough information to me to make the choice of my own health to get the fuck out of that place. So, I called up Nurse Douchenozzle, whatever the fuck his name was, and asked him to, if I could take a shower and, bring me some, whatever the hell I needed, towels and all that good shit. He's like, alright, here we go, blah, blah, blah. Let me know when you're out so I can come and re-hook you up, all that good stuff. Get me off the IVs. So, that is where my video essentially begins. Of me telling you how to escape a fucking hospital if you feel the need to. Not if you're just, I don't like these people. No, I mean like if you really, okay, everything you've done has made this worse. I feel better. Your body is telling you that I'm doing better, and everything that they're telling you is a lie and bullshit and harming you. Yeah, get the fuck out of there. You'll probably save your own life. So, anyways. Yeah, I guess that's all I got right now. That's pretty much the last 4 days at Presbyterian Hospital downtown in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I thought UNM Hospital was horrendous. And they are. Don't get me wrong. But this fucking place might take the cake. Loveless is the only place I haven't been to yet. So. But honestly, at this point, if I gotta get another gallstone, I'm just gonna fucking deal with it. And if the infection fucking kills me, it's been 41 years of anguish and pain anyway. Who gives a shit? Nobody else really fucking does. It's your life. It's your health. Learn your body. Listen to it. It will tell you what you need to know better than anybody else with any amount of fucking tools. Alrighty. Love you, bitches. Peace. Love, unity, respect. I'm out 5,000.